So, hey, we're talking about creating amazing offers and what an amazing offer looks like. And I kind of wanted to walk through two things first. And the first is I want to walk through our offer checklist that I'm giving you to know how to map out your offer. And then we're going to talk through creating an initial offer, a tier offer, and then what it looks like to pre-sell and create public announcements and all of that. And so we're going to do that with what it means to set up a podcast kind of company shooting, editing thing. And so we'll dive into that in a second. But really, our offer checklist kind of boils down into this. We want to have a couple different categories. One is you want to create your initial compelling offer. And so think of Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers kind of thought process here. You want to create an offer that's so good that compels people that they have to say yes to it. And then you want to upsell that offer. You want to create an offer that's so good, and then you want to make that offer even better and charge more for a second tier of that offer and then a third tier of that offer, because that's how you create resources and get money, right? Like you want to make your offer so good that people want to say yes to it. And then you want to add something onto it that makes people want to go, well, of course I want that. And then another thing to say, well, of course I want that. Then as you kind of create this offer, you want to go into this next part where you start to pre-sell it with a small community. Say you're creating for podcasting, you want to start a podcast editing service, which we're going to go over here in just a moment. When you're creating your podcast editing service, right, you're going to kind of pre-sell with a small community. You're going to do a couple cold DMs. You're going to leverage a few relationships that you have. You're then going to create your public announcement after you've pre-sold a little bit. This public announcement will serve to get more traffic into your offer, to get more people into it. And then as people start buying and as you start pre-selling, right, you build the offer out, you finalize the product, you finalize the service, and then eventually you launch the service, right? All of that is centered around this idea of creating a compelling offer. That was the Broke to Pay library when it first got started, right? I created my initial offer, right? And then I created kind of a couple different tiers in that offer. I pre-sold it with a small community. I created a public announcement. I built the offer out, and then I launched it. Now here with Broke to Pay Library Volume 2, right, we've increased the price. That's offer tier 2, right? And with that, right, we pre-sold, we created public announcements, and now we built the offer out and we have sold it, right? Now you're getting to experience the launch of it. It's all a part of this process. Now we're going to dive into how you could do this with specifically video editing in creating a video editing service for podcasting. Let's dive into it. All right, so I actually created this whole offer in a video a while ago called Roberto Blake Gave Me the Secret to Getting Rich, and I actually break down this specific offer. But if you're going to build a podcast editing service, right, you would start with a $500 offer where you have one video that you edit under 10 minutes. So essentially you're taking a video podcast, right? You're creating a clip, right? Out of that, right? You give 5 title ideas and 5 thumbnail ideas, right? So like that's initially like your kind of first product offering, is that you can create this like really awesome $500 offer where it's around thumbnails, titles, and one video under 10 minutes. Now let's say your hourly rate isn't $500, right? You actually want to increase it a little bit more. You could do a couple more videos under 10 minutes, right? Say you want to do 4 videos under 10 minutes for $400 or $500 with 5 title ideas for each video and 5 thumbnail ideas for each video. But the thought process here is you want to create a compelling first offer. Then after you create your first compelling offer, you want to move in to a slightly bigger offer. And the slightly bigger offer that I had initially was we're going to move my face over just a little bit here, was 4 videos a month under 10 minutes, right? 5 title ideas per video, 5 thumbnail ideas per video. If we wanted to double this, right? If your hourly rate isn't quite that high, you can go to 8 videos under 10 minutes a month, 10 title ideas per video, and 10 thumbnail ideas per video. And then we want to continue to a $25,000 offer, right? And so remember, this is geared towards podcast editing. We're going to take a long form podcast. We're going to make different videos for it. And so what you would do for a $2,500 offer is you're actually going to increase, right? You're going to increase the amount of time the long form video can be. So 4 long form videos for 15 minutes, under 15 minutes edited for you a month, 10 shorts, 60 seconds or less, 10 plus title ideas per video, 10 plus thumbnail ideas per video. And the whole thought process here, right, is that you can develop, right, a sustainable business around creating videos for people just by creating compelling offers. And so a tier offering service, all that it does for you is go, okay, for $500, I will do this amount of work. For $1,500 or do this amount of work. For $2,500, I'll do this amount of work to make a video podcast even better for somebody. And then you can even get into what I like to call the 10K offer. And the 10K offer is super simple, right? So like you want this to be so compelling that like a huge brand would, of course, want to work with you. A successful video podcast would want to work for you, is that you do unlimited video editing a month for videos under 15 minutes, right? So like you're pulling out multiple clips out of an episode and uploading those to this clip channel. You're making multiple shorts per episode, throwing that out there. The title is chosen for you, right? They're never thinking about the titles on them. The thumbnail is chosen for you. They're never thinking about the thumbnail. Like you do such a great offer that they don't have to even pick out of the stuff you're doing. You're just like, it's an all done for you service, right? And so the thought process behind building this kind of offer is we want the offer to get increasingly better with each time. And so take the numbers off of there just for one moment, right? Whether it's the $500 offer, the $1,500 offer, the $2,500 offer, or the 10K offer, the whole point is you want to stack your offer over time so that it gets continually better for the people you are serving so that you can make more money. That's the whole thought process here, is you want to make more money, and to make more money, you have to create better offers. And so kind of building out this whole offer scheme, right, really comes down to, in your video editing niche, right, in your video editing niche, what is going to be your great entry level offer? Then what can you add on top of that entry level offer that makes it just a little bit sweeter, that someone will go, oh, I need that service? And then what can you add on top of that where you can go, oh, I for sure need that, right? Just make it a little bit sweeter. And then what's it look like to have a done for you service where it's like, man, for X number of dollars, you get unlimited everything done for you. That's what this whole process looks like, is that we're looking through a done for you kind of system. And so, hey, here's your next step kind of out of this, right? Is you're going to build your video editing offer. What is the offer that you as an editor are going to try and pitch people? What are you going to price yourself at? If you're struggling to price yourself, I want you to sit down. I want you to calculate your hourly rate of editing videos. And then I want you to use that to drive the price on the offers that you are creating. And then from there, right, you're going to walk through the product checklist and you're going to begin pre-selling with a small community. But as you pre-sell with a small community, you need to have the law of 100 on your side. So check out the next video for the law of 100 teaching.